What's up, everyone? This is your favorite stress management scientist, Dr. Jess Norris. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that I can help you stress less. Because you seem stressed, so let me help you. So, as we all know, the government has started to lift COVID-19 pandemic restrictions, but many people are still working from home. And to be quite honest, a lot of people are still struggling with it. Now, I've been working at home for about 8 years. Ever since my oldest kid was a baby. And I'll tell you, working from home is challenging, even when you don't have kids. But it's even more challenging when you do. So, I have 2 kids. Say hello, kids.
Hello!
And so I've been juggling working and homeschooling them and unschooling them, and I'm pretty lucky because they're pretty respectful of my time when I'm working. But that wasn't always the case. Now, it's been challenging, but I've learned a few tricks along the way that anyone who works from home can use, whether or not you have children. So, here we go. My top 3 tips for leading a better and more productive life working from home. Look, if you want to be more productive while working from home, set a schedule and stick to it. It's the best way to maintain work-life balance, since the schedule gives you clear guidelines for when it's time for work and when it's time to call it a day. Now, having said that, the best part of working from home is flexibility. So if you need to accommodate a client or coworker in a different time zone, or an emergency arises at home, you can just shift your hours. Just make sure that you are accounting for that shift in the rest of your schedule. Now, what I often recommend to my clients is to create a solid routine for the mornings or whenever you start your day. What's the trigger that you're about to start work? Is it coming back from a morning jog, finishing a meditation sequence, or your daily affirmations, or maybe it's pouring your second cup of coffee? A routine can be more powerful than a clock when it comes to starting your day. Now, I've worked from home for a little over 8 years, and one of the most valuable things that I have found to keep my productivity on track is using a productivity timer. Now, I personally use the Pomodoro technique, which is sometimes called the tomato timer. In fact, there's a website that provides you with the timers that you need for the technique. It's tomatotimers.com. And it's also available as an app that you can download on Google Play or the App Store for iPhones. So the Pomodoro technique is one of the most popular and useful tools for time management. And it's a pretty simple process. First, you pick one of the many tasks that you have on your plate. And then you work on that task for 25 minutes, which is equal to 1 Pomodoro. And at the end of that 25 minutes, you record your progress, and you check it off your to-do list if it's completed. Then you take a short break, typically about 5 minutes. Then back to work for another Pomodoro, or another 25 minutes. And you keep repeating steps 1 through 5 until the end of your 4th Pomodoro, when you take an extended break. And for me, this is usually 15 to 20 minutes. Now, there are tons of different productivity timer apps out there. So whether you choose the Pomodoro timer or one of the other ones, I think you will find that using one will increase your productivity and decrease your procrastination. And it will keep you on track while you work from home. Look, working from home requires you to communicate clearly, communicate positively, and communicate often. I would even go so far as to say over-communicate. And that doesn't mean write lengthy emails to describe your every move. Communicate what's happening often, but succinctly. When you finish an important task or project, say so. When adjustments need to be made to your schedule or availability, speak up. You'll probably have to repeat yourself, and that's okay. Now, Keep in mind, the less face-to-face time you have with people, the less they will know how to interpret the tone in your writing. Sarcasm and wit don't always come through in text format. So, remember to keep your messages positive. Embrace the exclamation point. Use emojis. You want that positive vibe to come across as much as possible. Well, that's it for me for this week. Hope you enjoyed this week's video. Remember, I come out with new content weekly, so join me next week for more stress management tips. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.